Generally speaking, beer can last anywhere from 6 to 9 months when stored at room temperature, and up to 2 years if left in the fridge. This is true even if the beer has already exceeded its printed sell-by date. Does beer expire? If so, when? The short answer is that even though beer does expire, there's no set date as to when. Instead, you can expect your beer to be good within a set range based off the conditions you store it in. Your beer will expire quicker if you store it outside the fridge, particularly if you store it in warm or hot environments. Conversely, it could last for years if stored in the fridge. Coming up, we'll take a look at why beers go bad and its specific shelf life ranges under different storage methods. Why does beer go bad? All good things must come to an end, including your beer. The more important question is why? What makes your beer go from those crisp sips of paradise to stale and sickening? The answer is actually pretty simple. Beer goes bad when overexposed to two common elements. Light. Ever heard of a skunked beer? Also known as light struck? These beers have a particular skunk-like aroma that result from the chemical changes induced by UV or fluorescent light on a beer's alpha acids. Overexposure to this kind of light can cause a beer to skunk before its time, giving it a foul taste and even worse smell. This is particularly true if the beer is left in the heat, which can cause adverse chemical reactions that aftertaste. Oxygen. Even if beer is stored in the coldest, darkest of places, it will still eventually go bad through the process of oxidization. This occurs when molecules in the beer itself undergo chemical changes that make it taste stale and cardboard-like. Oxidized beer can also taste and smell like honey or lipstick, neither of which sound particularly appealing after a long day at work. Factors that increase a beer's chances of becoming skunked or oxidized. Turnover. Do you like more obscure beer brands? If so, there's a chance that it's not selling out as quickly. More time spent on the shelf means more time this beer will have to oxidize and become light struck. Packaging. Cans act as a natural barriers to UV radiation and also slow the oxidization process. For this reason, they generally last the longest, though through beer bottles also have a leg up on the rest of the competition. In general, clear beer bottles do little to protect the contents from reacting to light. Distance travelled. Heat and motion both work to induce oxidization among beer molecules. Therefore, beer that travelled a long distance will inevitably be further along in the oxidization process. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.